we are reading books on my TBR. You heard that right. I have to get through my TBR this month, and technically the month hasn't even started, so we're gonna get a head start because I just filmed a video where I led a jar. Choose what I read for the month of March, so I'm just gonna get a head start on it, and we're going to start reading books on my TBR. And I want to at least read 5 books that are on my TBR, starting with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I can't say that to save my life, but this is gonna be a mood reading vlog. I'm trying to get out of a reading slump, and we're just gonna read between my TBR and whatever I want to read, because I'm the one reading and I make the rules. So yeah, let's just get into it. Guys, I literally don't remember when was the last time that we talked, that I picked up the camera, honestly. Also, I'm wearing this shirt that says reading is sexy because of this Gilmore Girls episode, and I also cut my hair super short and like did a toner on it. I'm not sure if you can really tell in this lighting. I'm kind of recording what I'm reading in the past few weeks and also trying to get through my TBR. The good news is that I finished this book, which was part of my TBR, Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It's honestly the perfect young adult, just like fluffy romance. Then there's some like, I wouldn't say there's heavy topics in this one, not as much, but it was a pretty fast read. Even though it's like over 400 pages, it was just exactly what I needed. So I do really recommend this one. I want to say over 100 pages of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This one was not on my TBR. This Local One Missing by Mary Kovica, but I read this to get myself out of a reading slump. That's kind of why I'm just like in a really big creating slump, and I haven't really been enjoying filming what I'm reading because reading slumps are so real and it's just like not enjoyable. But I'm currently reading, we've got quite a few going on here. This one is not part of my TBR, but it's called Picking Daisies on Sundays. It's too early to tell how I'm feeling about this one. We have Beautiful Where Are You by Sally Rooney. I just got back into this and I just don't really know. I'm scared of getting put in a reading slump because I am reading some other books for another video that has been going on forever. I have no desire to like pick up any of those books, so that's gonna be interesting. This one is also on my TBR. It's called Arya Khanna's Bollywood Moment. It's a little young adult fluffy romance, which I think I'm going to pick up next because I don't want to get into a reading slump. We have Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. I'm like almost done with this book, honestly. And we have The Witch by Lynn Painter. I'm like halfway on this one. We've got quite a few books going on right now, if you count The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Will I get through these books? If I get through all of these, at least I will have, I want to say at least 4 to 5 books off of my TBR. But I just got a clip of myself reading at a coffee shop. Yeah, not a lot going on at the moment, but I'm just gonna go back to trying to enjoy reading again because it hasn't been, I really haven't been enjoying reading as much up until the past like 2 days where I read 2 books back to back. So with that being said, let's just keep reading. This whole reading videos of my TBR thing is not going well, so we're just gonna go refresh our minds and go shop for some books and maybe take a completely different direction with this video. I have no idea, but I need to get out of the house, so we're gonna go get some work done at a coffee shop and then also just browse around a bookstore. this exact same outfit and pretty much in this exact same setting in another video, mind your own business. Because I essentially filmed this clip back to back with the other video I was filming. This lighting though, it's not great. I'm trying to adjust my lighting settings a little bit. I hope the lighting doesn't annoy you guys too much, but I ended up going book shopping and I just realized that I never actually filmed a book haul for this video. So I'm going to show you guys what I ended up getting, and I'm also going to show you guys I have read a lot of books since the last time I updated you guys. The bad news is that I have not been sticking to TBR that much, so we're kind of switching around. This video is going to be both reading my TBR and just kind of reading throughout the week when I end up like wrapping up this video, because I don't think I have filmed that much for it. So give me 1 second. I'm like hating the crap out of the lighting for this video. Oh my god, I hate it so much. But I went to my local bookstore and I ended up getting some books. So obviously I had to get the the paperback of Happy Place by Emily Henry. I'm actually planning on rereading this before the next book comes out, because I feel like I need her writing style in my life. And I love this book, but for some reason I can't remember as much as I remember Beach Read, which by the way, I think we got the casting for the movie and I am so happy. Ayo and Paul Mescal, the Irish queens and kings. It's like my favorite joke on the internet right now, but I'm actually obsessed. That's the casting. I love him for Gus so freaking much, and I love her for January, but I feel like they really hit the nail on the head with the Gus. One thing about me is that my hair is never gonna look the same in a video, because my hair, I take forever to film videos, and because I have short hair and I have been dyeing it literally changes every single freaking clip. I'm sorry for the inconsistency, but I was saying I'm obsessed. Anyways, thinking of rereading this. I really have to vacuum up here. I haven't been up here in a while, but where was I going with that? I'm not gonna explain what this book's about, because I have talked about this book a lot on my channel already, but this is the first book that I got. And then I got 1,000 Chips. I started this. I'm about, I want to say, almost 40 pages in, because it's also on Kindle Unlimited. 1,000 Chips by Natalie. And essentially this book is about the women of Troy when the whole war was going on with the Greeks. So little 13-year-old Karen is probably crying, screaming, throwing up, because I used to be obsessed with Greek mythology. So I feel like I needed to get back into this as an adult, so in a fiction way. And then lastly we got Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. I have not finished a book by this author like ever, but this is a pretty short book. It's under 300 pages. I've heard that her writing style is beautiful and I really want to try it. I did try getting into the Atlas 6 and I could not get into that book, but maybe this will be something. I don't know what this book's about, so I'm actually gonna read you guys the description. We're gonna find that together, okay? It says, Chicago, sometime two people met in the Art Institute by chance. Prior to the encounter, he's a doctoral student who manages his distracted thoughts with compulsive calculations about time travel. She's a bipolar counterfeit artist undergoing court order psychotherapy. By the end of the story, those things will be true. Things will be true, but this is not a story about endings. For Reagan, people are predictable and tedious, including and perhaps especially herself. She copes with the dreadiness of existence by living impulsively, imagining a new alternate timeline being created in the wake of every rash decision. To although the world feels disturbingly chaotic, he gets through his days by erecting a wall of routine, a backbeat of rules and formulas that keep him going. Without them, the entire framework of his existence will collapse. For Reagan and Aldo, life has been a matter of resisting themselves to the blueprints of inability until the two meet. Could six conversations with a stranger be the variable that shakes up their entire stimulation? That was a lot of words, so let's say that. Alright, so this is what I'm currently reading. Talking about a lot of words. I'm trying to get back into Sally Rooney's world because I love her so freaking much. And I have not read one of her books since Normal People. And if you know, this is on my TBR. So I think we're just gonna sit here on the floor right now and read a little bit before my husband gets home, because I'm gonna want to spend time with him and make dinner. And by dinner, I mean I just bought sandwich material today because I am not in the mood for cooking today. But let's read a little bit, shall we? And we've got a little fun coffee here. shopping the Haley Pham bookish situation. I don't know where the bookmarker is. It's in one of the many books I'm reading right now. So yeah, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna stop putting that off. Okay. I see that. Redeeming 6. I feel like I'm gonna be finishing this one pretty soon, so I'm probably gonna try to give you guys maybe one more reading update, and then after that we're probably gonna close up this video. But I'm gonna keep reading, and yeah, I'll just update you guys when I actually make a little bit more progress here. Read this one on my Kindle right now. I'm also probably going to be regretting this coffee. It's so freaking late right now, and I'm drinking a nice caramel macchiato. It's really gloomy and stuff, and I have just like had terrible insomnia lately, so I just need some type of energy. But yeah, I'm just praying that this coffee doesn't just keep me up all night. There's that. Okay, so on the topic of trying to get through my TBR, I actually have made a lot of progress on this one, The Invisible Life of Idol. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this book when it's over. Like, kind of have an idea where it's going on. I enjoy the writing and I enjoy what has happened so far, but I feel like I don't know where it's going. It's kind of stressing me out. Good morning, you guys. I'm trying to prop you guys on here as usual because I can't find my tripod. Good morning. I just made myself some regular black coffee with creamer. Sometimes that's what the soul needs. I am still going strong with this vlog. It's probably gonna be a longer one. We're just mid-reading. It's realistically what I read in a week as a booktuber. And it's also me trying to get through my TBR. The problem is that I started a little live and I did over the 200 page mark. I'm also listening to the audiobook of it, and that could present a problem for me finishing this book in this video. But I just started Too Late by Colleen Hoover. This is not on my TBR. Shocker, I can't stick to a TBR anymore. And I got eyelash extensions, by the way. I got my refill recently, so my eyes look like that. But I am actually, I don't know, I was craving something quick, and Colleen Hoover just kind of does it when it comes to reading slumps, and there's not a lot of her books that I haven't read, so I'm reading Too Late by her right now. So we're just gonna read, drink coffee. It's raining. It's just the perfect reading weather right now. I do have some work to do. Actually, I have quite a few things to do, like work related. So, and by work I mean, you know, my little social media business. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film today, but I'm just gonna read and drink my coffee, and I'll give you guys an update when something more interesting happens in this video. Also, I'm watching Friends right now. Shocker. Good morning, guys. So I don't usually drink hot coffee, but I feel like we needed a moment for the mug. Come on. It says, it's me, hi, I'm the problem, is me, and that's Miss Taylor Swift. We went to this bookstore and my husband was like, look, and then I saw the mug because it was like in a really high shelf, and I was like, oh my god, I need that mug. And yeah, I'm just reading, still reading Redeeming 6. Honestly, I am just trying to wrap up this book to wrap up this video at this point. It's kind of losing me at this point. I feel like it's still the same trauma, it's still the same storyline. We got thrown a curveball with Redeeming 6 that I was not expecting, and I can't say what it is because that's just like a massive spoiler. But I don't know what's gonna be rated. The one before this one I actually loved way more than the Keeping 13 and Eyebuydirect 13 ones. But this one, it's like, where am I going with this? Okay, I was giving you guys a reading update. Sorry, the coffee's still like kicking in. I don't know, I feel like they're really dragging it out. Like it's very long, and I didn't mind the last one being this long, but the story feels a little dragged out. Like they could cut out at least like 5 chapters from what I've read between yesterday and today. and I'm still at the 51% mark. I really would like to finish it. Unfortunately, they don't have the audiobook on Spotify for free, so I'm just gonna have to raw dog it and finish it. I might though be finishing the LaRue today. This book has been so heartbreaking, but then I feel like there's been so many unnecessary plot lines. But the writing of this book is absolutely stunning, and the characters make my heart break every single time. If you don't know, The Mystery Life by Addie LaRue, it's about this girl who makes a deal with a dark god, and he essentially lives forever. And you were just kind of going in alternating timelines between the past and the present until something happens that she was not expecting to happen in her 300 years in this earth. And this book might go down as one of my favorite books of all time. It's still, we'll see though, like it could not happen, but I feel like it's going to. But this is one of those books that you have to savor. You can just like binge read it. I binge read like half of it, but then I had to kind of slow down because I'm like, okay, this is going too fast, and once I'm done with this, I'm gonna hit a massive reading slump. So we might be finishing this one today. So whichever book we finish first today, then that's what I'm gonna be talking about, and I'm gonna wrap up this video. Okay, but bye. I will give you guys an update when I read a little bit more. Guys, I forgot to film my reaction to reading the last few pages of this book, and it was truly one of the saddest things I've ever read. Like, the concept of this book is so unique, and it really like makes you like, I don't know, it puts things into perspective. I just can't wrap my head around the concept of this book because it's so unique. The writing style is just absolutely beautiful. It's one of the most devastatingly beautiful books I have ever read, and I'm so sad right now after reading this. Like I'm gonna need to pick up a fluffy romance or just like not read for the rest of the day because I need to process this book. I think I need to think about the rating right now because of my reaction. I think I want to give it a 5 stars. Don't know if that's what I'm gonna end up like agreeing on, but this book was so sad. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here because I just need to go touch some grass after reading this book. But I'm gonna close up this video. This is a true mood reading vlog for me trying to get through my TBR. I want to say we at least got through 2 or 3 books of my TBR, which is not terrible, but this definitely, I need to go. This might go down as one of my favorite books of all time. A lot of emotions were felt reading this book, and I just need to go touch some grass, honestly, because that was a lot. That was just a lot. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and follow me on TikTok if you want more like real time reactions on like books that I read, because I try to post a lot of those on there. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.